Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can hear what I'm saying, can you please mention in the chat that I'm live? We are trying a new timing now. Normally we do our streamings at the night at 8:45, but I would prefer doing it in the afternoon. So I just want to see if this is helpful for you. If it is not helpful for you, then let me know whether you prefer this 4:45 stream, 4:30, 4:45 stream, or you would want the stream to be held in the night at around 8:45. Whichever you are comfortable with, I'll be happy to do that. Shivam Gupta is saying good evening. Hi Shivam, good evening. Utsa Thakre is saying this is better. So even I would prefer having a stream in the afternoon because that would clear up my evening. But if you guys want it to be done in the evening, and if majority wants it to be done in the evening, then probably we'll shift it there. Vivek Kodukula is saying, how can I reach out to Maruti Sir? I'm here, so whatever issue you have, you can ask me and I'll be happy to help. People have just joined. Can you guys please like the stream? If you like the stream, then it will reach more people and that will be helpful for more people. And in general, if more people are watching, it will encourage us also to do more streams. Mehul Rati is saying, is there a comment package for non-CAT mocks? Yes, Mehul, we have a very good package for all the other MBA exams. It is called the OMETS mocks. So you'll get 5 mocks for XAT, you'll get 5 mocks for IIFT, for XAT, IIFT, SNAP and CMAT. You will get 5 mocks each for each of these exams. You will also get 5 mocks for NMAT. So you'll get these 25 mocks for just 999 rupees. Please send a mail to support@cracko.in and we'll help you with the payment link. Prasoon Kumar Parihar is saying afternoon is fine, sir. Hi Prasoon. Evening is fine, then night session. Okay. Creative Satya is also saying evening is fine, I'm sure. Sneha Kaitan is saying, is this the first session in number systems? Yes, this is the first session in number systems that we are conducting for XAT. We had an earlier session where we conducted it for geometry for XAT. This is for number systems. Yash Narayan is saying 40 marks in CAT. Yeah, Yash, it is over, so don't feel very sad. CAT has been not very good for many people this year. There are many issues with it because of the smaller time duration. There were many people who felt very stressed and were not able to perform to their best abilities. But forget it and just focus on the other MBA exams, which is XAT, CMAT, all of these are coming up, right? IFT. Nikhil Tumde is saying, sir, what do you look for when you interview for content manager role? So when we interview for content manager role, we look for 2 things. One, we try to figure out if they have the aptitude to do very well in CAT, because this is a very content intensive role. So we want students who have the potential to do very well. So we are looking for somebody who has already got something like 95, 96 or 97 percentile in CAT, maybe even 98 or 99. The second thing we would be looking at is how their past academics are. This is unfortunate, but the way we look at it is we want students to do well in CAT, which most likely they will do after they work with us. And we also want them to get a good shortlist and convert it and join a very good MBA institute. So even if they have done very well in CAT, for them to get the shortlist, they need to have good academic profile. And that is unfortunately one of the reasons why even we have not a very hard and fast rule, but we have some sort of a soft rule where we always look at their academic score. Because we believe that after working with us, their CAT score will improve, but we can't do anything about their past academics. So typically if you have scored between 97 to 99 and you have a good academic profile, you need not have exceptional academic profile, but if you have a good academic profile, then you should definitely join us. Typically we'll see whether this guy has a chance of getting into, say, IIM Calcutta, if he does very well. Unfortunately for some people, if their 10th and 12th are very poor, they will not have that chance. So that is what we look at. And yeah, if you're looking to join Cracko as a content manager, please send your resume and also take a screenshot of the expected score in our score calculator, CAT score calculator, and send it to support@cracko.in. Nikhil Tumde is saying, do you consider students if they have messed up one section in CAT 2020? If you have done very well in the other sections, we have no issues. Suppose you have scored 98 in 2 sections and say 70 in one section, that is also completely fine with us, because we feel that improving in one section is not very difficult. But if you have gotten like say 85 and 60, then probably we will not shortlist you. You get a sense, right? If you have the potential of getting 99.5 next year, you will definitely have a chance at interviewing with us. And to get 99.5 next year, I would think that you should be around 95-ish this year. Then increasing from 95 to 99.5 is definitely possible with the right guidance. We'll be launching a test. We'll have 7 questions today. All of them will be in XAT number systems. So if you want to participate in the test, please go to kraku.in/live. If you go to kraku.in/live, you can take part in the test. We'll start the test in another 5-10 minutes, maybe another 5 minutes or so. So please go to kraku.in/live. And if you are having any doubts either with respect to the XAT exam, or if you are having any doubts with respect to whatever has happened in CAT, let me know in the chat. I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. Vijay Chitlangi is saying, yeah, Vijay, I've seen your resume. I was thinking of calling you, but I just got busy with some other things. I'll call you in a couple of days. Yeah, you can say that you're shortlisted. Harshin V is saying, is there any sectional test package for XAT? We have 5 mocks for XAT. All of them are in the latest pattern. If you want to enroll to it, it will only cost rupees 299. Please send us a mail to support@kraku.in and we'll provide you the links for purchasing the same. Arun Ganesh, don't spam, man. Arun Ganesh is saying, my expected percentile is 99.56. I didn't get shortlisted. We didn't call everyone who has been shortlisted. I've been busy for the last 2-3 days. So I did make a list of names I should call. But as I was saying earlier, I didn't call them. I don't know whether you are shortlisted or not. But yeah, if you didn't get a call, it doesn't mean that you haven't been shortlisted. It is just that I've been busy for the yesterday and today. So give me some time. I plan to make all these calls over the weekend. Okay guys, I don't want to get into the percentile, scaled score, all that, because I received a lot of backlash after I did the last streaming. Many people were very upset with the expected score. So I don't want to get into that. We released all the responses that we have received, all the scores. So anybody who wants to analyze it, anybody who wants to understand the scaling or the expected percentile, they can go ahead and do it. And we have only 35 likes for this video. Can you guys please like the video? If you like it, then we plan to do more such streams. I plan to do the streams around this time, around 4:30 or so in the afternoon. 4:30 in the afternoon, I can do more streams. I can do streams on a more regular basis. So if you are okay with it, can you guys please mention in the chat if you want the streams to be done at 8:45 like we used to do for CAT. That is also okay, but just mention it in the chat so that I know I can get the feedback. We'll be launching the first question in another 2 minutes. If you want to take part in the test, please go to kraku.in/live. If you go to kraku.in/live, then we'll start the test in exactly another 3-4 minutes. There are some people who are saying 4:30 is good. There are some people who are saying 9 is good. $4:30 PM is ideal, sir. Yeah, even I would prefer 4:30 PM because then I can finish the stream and then I can go home and just rest. 8:45 stream is like slightly more intense because then I sleep much later in the night and my next day gets affected. So yeah, okay guys, we'll be starting the quiz now. Please go to kraku.in/live. The first question will be on your screen in exactly very few seconds. Yeah, this is the first question. Jatin Lalwani is saying, yes sir, we should have work-life balance. Yeah, that is important because otherwise I feel very tired. If I do the stream in the evening, then I felt I can rest at night. People who are watching the stream, we have close to 130 people. Can you guys please like the stream? We have only around 80 likes. If we can get around say 100 likes, then it will be pretty good. Yes, Narayani is saying, is decision making too hard? Decision making I don't think is very hard. It is just that it is quite confusing. So you need to have a lot of practice before you are able to answer the decision making questions. And most people start taking decision making or start answering decision making just after CAT. So they tend to get very stressed out. Okay, in general, I'll give you a clue for answering this question. The clue is that if you're trying to figure out the number of zeros at the end of n factorial, you have to find out the value of n divided by 5, take the integer part out of it, then calculate the value of n divided by 25, take the integer part of it, and continue to do that till you get a power of 5 which is greater than n. That will be the number of zeros at the end of n factorial. So if you are looking at this particular question where you are told that s is equal to 74 into 75 into 76 into dot 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 into 149 and trying to find out the number of zeros at the end of s, you should notice that s is basically equal to 149 factorial divided by 73 factorial. Because the denominator is 1 into 2 into 3 into dot 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 into 73. So if you cancel it out from 149 factorial, you will be left with 74 into 75 into 76 into dot 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 into 149. And how many zeros does 149 factorial have? The number of zeros at the end of 149 factorial are 149 divided by 5, the integer part out of it, plus 149 divided by 5 square, which is 25, the integer part out of it, plus 149 divided by 125. 149 divided by 5 is 29. 149 divided by 25, the integer part is 5, and 149 divided by 125, the integer part is 1. So the number of zeros in 149 factorial is 29 plus 5 plus 1, which is equal to 35. Similarly, if you are looking at the number of zeros at the end of 73 factorial, that will be 73 divided by 5, the integer part out of it, plus 73 divided by 25, the integer part of this. What is the value of 73 divided by 5? It is approximately equal to 14.6. So the integer part out of it will be 14, and 73 divided by 25 will be something like 2.8 or 2.9. So the integer part will be equal to 2. So the number of zeros at the end of 73 factorial will be 14 plus 2, which is 16. So the number of zeros at the end of s, which is 149 factorial minus 73 factorial, is 35 minus 16, which is equal to 19, which is option A. The number of students who have gotten this correct is 26, and we have 32 students who got this wrong. Now let us look at the next question. This is a slightly more tricky question, slightly more lengthy. So you have 3 minutes to answer this. Okay guys, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat. I'll try to answer it. I would also recommend that you join our Telegram group. We have more than 7,000 people who are all MBA aspirants who are preparing for all the important exams like CAT, XAT, IFT, all of them. So if you want to interact with all of the students, please join our Telegram group. The link for the same is given in the chat. Okay, try to answer this question. There are only 2 people who got this correct and 10 people who got this wrong. Okay, let us look at this. Let me hide this. So in this question we are asked to find out how many 4-digit numbers have their cubes ending in 44. So if you are looking at a 4-digit number which is of the form ABCD, the cube of ABCD, the last 2 digits will be 44. It will also have some digits ahead of it, but the last 2 digits will be 44. So the last digit, especially 4, is entirely dependent on the last digit of ABCD. If you are looking at the last digit, if the last digit is equal to 1, the cube's last digit will also be equal to 1. If the last digit is 2, the cube's last digit will be 8. If the last digit is 3, the cube of 3 is 27, so the last digit of the cube will be 7. If the last digit is 4, the cube's last digit has to be the last digit of 4 cube, which is 64, which is also equal to 4. For 5, the last digit will be 5. For 6, the last digit of the cube will be 6. For 7, the last digit of the cube will be 3. For 8, the last digit of the cube will be 2, because 8 cube is equal to 512 and the last digit will match. For 9, the last digit will be again equal to 9, which is the last digit of 9 cube, which is 729. If the last digit is 0, the last digit of the cube will also be equal to 0. As we know that the last 2 digits are 44, or essentially the last digit is 4, it would imply that the value of D, which is the last digit, has to definitely equal 4. So this 4-digit number is of the form ABC and the last digit is 4. Now, but we have some more information. We are told that the last digit or the units digit is 4 and even the 10th digit is equal to 4. So just for ease, let us assume that this 3-digit number ABC is equal to say P. Then what is the value of the 4-digit number ABCD? The value will essentially be equal to 10P plus 4. Now 10P plus 4 whole cube, if you are calculating, is equal to 1000 cube, 1000 P cube plus 3 times 10P whole square, which is equal to 100 P square into 4 plus 3 times 10P into 4 square, which is 16 plus 4 cube, which is equal to 64. The last 2 digits of this number we are told is equal to 44, or essentially this is of the form 100 into a number x plus 44. Now we can try to simplify this. You know that 1000 P cube will be a multiple of 100. So we can ignore this. Similarly, 3 into 10P, 100 P square into 4 will also be a multiple of 100. So it won't affect the last 2 digits. Any multiple of 100 will not affect the last 2 digits. The last 2 digits are only affected by the multiple of 10, which is not a multiple of 100, and the non-multiple of 10. So basically it is affected by not 3 into 100 into P square into 4 and not 1000 P cube. It is only affected by 3 into 10P into 16 plus 64, or 480P plus 64 is of the form 100x for some number x plus 44. Or if you simplify this, we are going to get that 48P plus 2 is equal to 10x. Essentially 48 into P plus 2 is a multiple of 10. So now if you are looking for the last digit of P, if the last digit of P is equal to 1, then 48P plus 2 will be a multiple of 10. Similarly, if the last digit is equal to 6, even then the last digit of 48P will be 8, and you want the last digit of 48P to be 8 because if you are adding 2 to it, you want it to become a multiple of 10. So only for 1 or 6 will, if the last digit of P is either 1 or 6, will 48P end up with 8 in its units digit. So that if you are adding 2 to it, you are going to get a multiple of 10. So C can be either 1 or 6. So amongst the 4 digits, you know that the last digit definitely has to be 4. So this can be selected in one way. You know that the 10th digit can be either 1 or 6. So this can be selected in 2 ways. And there is no real restriction on the first, the thousands place and the hundreds place. Because this is a 4-digit number, the thousands place can be selected in 9 ways. It can be any of the numbers which is not equal to 0. And the hundreds digit can be selected in 10 ways. So the total number is 9 into 10 into 2, which is equal to 180. So the correct answer is 180. Let us look at the next question. I knew that the earlier question was slightly on the lengthier side. Why only 1 or 6 for tens place? Please explain. You want 48 into P to have a units digit of equal to 8, because you want 48 into P plus 2 to be a multiple of 10. So if you want the units digit of 48 into P to be equal to 8, the only value of the units digit of P will be either 1 or 6. For example, if the units digit of P is say 2, then 48P, the last digit will be equal to 6. If the units digit is equal to 3, the last digit will be equal to 4, and so on. If you want the last digit of 48P to be equal to 8, the units digit of P has to be either 1 or 6. If you guys like the stream, can you guys, if you guys like the explanation or the questions, can you guys please like the stream? That will help us reach more students. Let me try to answer this. The leaderboard, we have Hemant at the top, Shubham at 2, and Jatin Lalwani, who comes to our streams quite regularly, at 3rd. Let us try to see how many people will actually top it. In this question, we are asked to find out the units digit of 78 to the power 79 to the power 80. So to find out the units digit of 78 to the power 79 to the power 80, you essentially need to find out the units digit of 8 to the power 79 to the power 80. Again, there is always a cyclicity involved in powers. So if you raise 8 to the power of 1, the last digit will be 8. If you raise it to a power of 2, which is equal to 64, the last digit will be 4. If you raise it to a power of 3, the last digit will be 4 into 8, that is 32. So the last digit will be equal to 2. If you raise it to a power of 4, the last digit will be the same as the last digit of 2 into 8, which is 16. So this will equal 6. If you raise it to a power of 5, the last digit will be the last digit of 6 into 8, which is 48. So again, you are getting 8. So as you can see, there is a cyclicity of 4 involved in the powers of 8. So all that we need to find out is what is the remainder when 79 to the power 80 is divided by 4. So if you are trying to figure out the remainder when 79 to the power 80 is divided by 4, 79 is basically equal to 80 minus 1, or it is essentially of the form 4k minus 1 to the power 80. So if you are expanding this, all the initial terms will have 4k in it. So all of them will be multiples of 4. The only term which will not have 4k in it will be the last term, which is minus 1 to the power 80, which is equal to 1. So essentially 79 to the power 80 will leave a remainder of 1 when it is divided by 4. So if you are raising 8 to 79 to the power 80, the remainder will be equal to 8, which is option A. Let us look at the next question. This is not a very difficult question. This is the basics of base systems. Raghuveer Dubbanguta has gotten 9 correct, 9 points. So he is at the top. I hope others also join him. This is not a very difficult question. So I hope you get it correct. Okay, let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are told that which of the following represents 540 in base 5. So if you are looking at the number 540 and if you are trying to convert it into base 5, you just divide 540 by 5 Now what is the remainder when 540 is divided by 5? The remainder is 0. And what is the quotient? The quotient will be equal to 108. So again divide 108 by 5. When you are dividing 108 by 5, what is the remainder? The remainder will equal 3. And what is the quotient? The quotient will be equal to 21. Again divide this by 5. What is the remainder when 21 is divided by 5? It is equal to 1. And what is the quotient? The quotient will equal 4, which is basically less than 5. So you put it at the top. So when 540 is expressed in base 5, the number will equal 4130. This is one way of converting a decimal number into a number in a different base system. If you are trying to do the reverse, that is if you are given 4130 in base 5 and if you want to convert it into base 10, the way you do it is by just doing the exact opposite. So you have 0, 3, 1 and 4. So all of them you have to multiply by the respective powers of 5. That is, you multiply 0 with 5 to the power 0. You multiply 3 with 5 to the power 1. You multiply 1 with 5 square. And you multiply 4 with 5 cube. So this is 0 into 5 to the power 0 is 0. 3 into 5 to the power 1 is 15. 1 into 5 square is 25. 4 into 5 cube is 4 into 125, which is equal to 500. This is 4 into 125. So if you sum them up, again you are going to get 540, which is the answer. Now let us look at the next question. Shraman Ghosh is saying Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. We have 160 people who are watching it live. If you guys can please like the stream, we'll reach more people. That will help us. Mayank Sood is saying I joined late and missed majority of questions. Yeah, please try to join on time from next time. Or actually just subscribe to the channel and please click on the bell icon. So whenever we do a stream, you will get a notification so that you can join immediately. So in this question, we are asked to find out how many multiples of 12 are factors of 12 to the power 36, 6 to the power 72 and 18 to the power 24. If you are looking at 12 to the power 36, 12 is basically equal to 2 square into 3. So whole to the power 36 will equal 2 to the power 72 into 3 to the power 36. 6 to the power 72 is equal to 2 into 3, that is 6 whole to the power 72, which is equal to 2 to the power 72 into 3 to the power 72. Similarly, 18 to the power 24 will be equal to 2 into 3 square whole to the power 24. This is equal to 2 to the power 24 into 3 to the power 48. Now what you are asked to find out is how many multiples of 12. 12 itself is equal to 2 square into 3. So any multiple of 12 will be of the form 2 square into 3 into a number k. Are all factors of 12 to the power 36, which is 2 into 2 to the power 72 into 3 to the power 36 and 2 to the power 72 into 3 to the power 72 and 2 to the power 24 into 3 to the power 48. So even the number k, that has to be of the form 2 to the power a into 3 to the power b, if it is a factor of each of these three numbers. Now for this multiple of 12, what is the power of 2? The combined power of 2 is 2 to the power a plus 2. And what is the power of 3? This is 3 to the power b plus 1. So this number is a factor of 2 to the power 72 into 3 to the power 36. This would imply that a plus 2 is less than 72. Similarly, a plus 2 is less than again 72. And similarly, a plus 2 is less than or equal to 24. Or a itself is less than or equal to 22. If you are looking at the highest power of 3, you know that b plus 1 has to be less than or equal to 36. It has to be less than or equal to 72 and it has to be less than or equal to 48. Or b itself has to be less than or equal to 35. because b plus 1 has to be less than or equal to 36. Now what are the number of values that a can take? A can be either 0 or 1 or 2 or dot 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 till 22. So the number of values that a can take is 23. And how many values can b take? B can be again 0 or 1 or 2 or dot 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 till 35. So b can take 36 values. So the total number of factors will be 23 into 36, which will equal 828. Let us look at the next question. Okay, in this question we are told that a randomly chosen positive divisor of 10 to the power 29 is an integer multiple of 10 to the power 23. The probability that it is equal to a square by b square, where a and b are co-prime natural numbers, and we are required to find out the value of b minus a. So let us find out the number of positive divisors of 10 to the power 29. How many divisors does 10 to the power 29 have? 10 to the power 29 is equal to 2 to the power 29 into 5 to the power 29. This is the prime factorization of 10 to the power 29. So what is the total number of divisors that 10 to the power 29 has? The total number of factors will be 29 plus 1 into 29 plus 1, which is equal to 30 into 30. This is all the divisors of 10 to the power 29. Now suppose one of the divisor is of the form 2 to the power a into 5 to the power b. And if 2 to the power a into 5 to the power b is an integral multiple of 10 to the power 23, which is equal to 2 to the power 23 into 5 to the power 23. This would imply that a is greater than or equal to 23 and b also is greater than or equal to 23. So what are all the values that a can take? A can be either 23 or 24 or 25 or 26 or 27 or 28 or 29. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, B also can be either 23 or 24 or 25 or 26 or 27 or 28 or 29. So A can take 7 values and B also can take 7 values. So the required probability will be 7 into 7 divided by 30 into 30. Well, that is 7 square divided by 30 square. So the value of A is 7 and the value of B is equal to 30. So the value of B minus A is equal to 23, which is option D. Let us look at the next question. This is a question or a similar question was asked in CAT. So you should not be surprised if it is also asked in XAT. Okay, we are told that we are asked to find out how many numbers between 1 and 500, both of them including, are neither divisible by 7 nor they are divisible by 3. So let us first try to find out how many numbers between 1 and 500 are divisible by either 3 or divisible by 7. So what are the total number of numbers between 1 and 500 if you are including both of them? The total such numbers will equal 500. Now how many of these numbers are divisible by exactly 7? The number of numbers who are divisible by 7 is 500 divided by 7, the integral part of it, which is equal to 71. And how many numbers are exactly divisible by 3? That will be 500 divided by 3, the integer part of it, which is equal to 166. And how many numbers are divisible by both 3 as well as 7? That will be 500 divided by 21, the integer part of it, which is equal to, this will be, if you use your calculator, 420 is 21 into 20. So you have 80 left, so this will be 23. So you have 71 numbers which are divisible by 7, you have 166 numbers which are divisible by 3, and 23 numbers which are divisible by 21. So how many numbers are divisible by either 3 or 7? That will be 71 plus 166 minus 23. So if you calculate it, what is 71 plus 166? This is 237 minus 23, which is equal to 214. So amongst these 500 numbers, you have 240 numbers which are divisible by at least one of 7 or 3. So how many numbers are divisible by neither 7 or 3? That will be 500 minus 214, which is equal to 286. So the required answer in this case is 286, which is option D. So that is it for this stream. We have a XAT crash course which has extensive material for decision making. If you want to enroll to it, please enroll to it. The link for enrolling to it is given in the description below. It costs only 2,999. If you are looking to enroll for the complete Krakow course for next year, the first batch is starting in a few days. It will be starting on December 16th. The first batch for CAT 2021. If you want to prepare early, then please enroll to our CAT 2021 batch. The link to enroll to it will also be given in the description, or you can just send a mail to support@krakow.in and we'll be more than happy to help you in your MBA preparation. All the best and work hard.